Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Well, today we're going to be unboxing this Nerf rifle, Roundhouse XX-1500. The price tag for this one was $25. Now, this is the frustration-free packaging. Sometimes Amazon does not like to give you the original box. Not too sure why. I'm assuming that, I don't know, maybe it was used or something, and they're just, they pulled this box out of their arse. But, yeah, this is what we got. So, first we're going to inspect the box, we're going to inspect the blaster, and then I'm going to give you my review at the end in first-person perspective. So, over here, it says includes blaster, 15 rounds, and instructions. Retain this information for future reference. I see 2020 Hasbro, so I could easily assume that this was released in 2020. On this side, we got some barcodes, Hasbro, and whatever the hell that means. It says made in China, which is not surprising. On top, we got nothing. The sides, we just got a buttload of tape, and on this side was the label, and some more random ass Amazon barcodes or whatever the hell you want to call these things. I don't even know. We do have a 14 plus. Now I'm not too sure if that 14 plus is the common age for other rifle blasters. I know that 14 is common for the gel blasters, so I guess I could assume that it is probably the same for these blasters. It says blaster E6638. Maybe that's the model number. That's what we'll assume. We have a warning down here. It says, to avoid eye injury, do not aim at eyes or face. Use eyewear recommended for players and people within range. Use only official rifle rounds. Other rounds may not be safe. Do not modify rounds or blaster. Alright, so we got this tape here. We could probably just pull this off. Let's see if I could do this without making it too loud. It's coming off pretty easily. We got two layers though. Let's see if we could get this other layer off. Maybe not. Oh, look at that. Looks like we don't even need to get that second layer off. They wrapped it in plastic. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Wow, look at that color. That is a hell of a color. There is nothing else in the box. Let's get rid of it. Well, here we are. This thing is looking really nice. This red is really shining. The way it looks right now, this thing does not look used. Here's the round. Very cool. Okay, so here we are. Wow, this thing is feeling very, very heavy, very sturdy. I love this grip. It's very thick. It actually feels good. Nothing on this blaster feels hollow. This thing feels like a legit blaster. So I'm not too sure how this really thing works. We're just gonna have to figure it out. I believe that there is 5 barrels, and you get to load up each barrel. I'm assuming that either 2 or 3 goes into each of these barrels. It comes with 15, so what's 15 divided by 5? I don't know. Too much math. 3. Yeah, 3. So to load it up, you're gonna have to push this forward. It does lock in place, so you are able to put the bullets in without having to hold this up. And then once you're done, pull it down and it works perfectly. So this is where the hatch, the jam hatch is. Let's see if we can figure it out. So there is this little orange thing right here. You push it and you slide it up. And that is how you clear the jam. Now, I don't know, like, how does that even work? What if there's a jam down here? I'm not entirely sure. This thing seems very complicated. We have a trigger lock on top, which is very simple, and it's both sided, which is pretty nice. The color for that one is orange. Now for black, we have the grip. We have the sliding mechanism. We have the rail on top, which is also the jam hatch, and we have this loading mechanism, which is black. The main body is red. Orange is the trigger, the front of the barrel, the iron sights, the hatch release lock thingy, whatever, and we pointed that out already. So we do have the rifle on this side only, which is okay. I've seen worse. We have the, over here it does say Nerf rifle. It's not colored in though, so you really can't see it unless you're pretty close to it, which is okay though, not a big deal. It says something right there, that is the number XX-1500. This is probably the blaster number. Let's push this up. Let's grab this. Let's stick it in. What the? Maybe it's just 2 instead of 3. Once they're in there, they're not going anywhere. It's a little tight. Maybe we could squeeze in 1 more. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely 3 per chamber. Alright guys, let's take you guys to first person perspective now. I will see you there. And here is this last round that went missing yesterday. So we have a full chamber. As you see, this thing does look pretty good in the hands. Now, you could either hold it like this, one-handed, or, I mean, I guess you could hold your second hand like this. Alright, let's give this thing a cock back now. It's not springed, so you have to push it back forward. And this is the rotating barrel. It's actually really cool. It's like a revolver. Let's give this thing a shot. Pretty good. Let's see this rotating again. Oh, our first jam. I mean, it's pretty cool, but like, I feel like it's over-designed. And let's see the range of this thing now. Let's go far back as possible. Alright, let's see. Let's see what this could do. Let's try to shoot the shed from here. I mean, yeah, it definitely glides. Range is not terrible, and it is pretty accurate. This thing is pretty cool, guys. I would probably rate this a maybe, I don't know, including the price. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this thing is pretty much a 10 out of 10. Sometimes, you see, I only had that one issue when I primed it back, and it didn't. You have to put a little force to it, but it still works perfectly fine. I'm loving the mechanism. It is very overly designed, but it works. I mean, it's a pretty neat design. I've never seen anything like this. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.